This weekend I will be canning some fruits. I stopped by the farm stand of the orchard and picked up some goodies. I got pears. They look tasty. I'm gonna be canning those. This is a half a pack. Never even knew that existed, but it was $14 and it's 6.5 pounds. And I bought a half a bushel of apples. These are second best, meaning they do have some imperfections, but that's how you can tell they're organic. And there are various types, but this will be perfect for canning. And a half bushel was $15, and it contains 22 pounds of apple, so that's actually a good deal. I don't know how much you get charged for pears. I mean, these are nice sized pears, and they're just in a perfect stage where it's not like rock hard. The ones that you get in the store, it seems to be that way. So stay with me. I'm gonna be canning these, and at the end I'm gonna show you how much I'm actually getting out of this, how many jars. So while everybody else is trick-or-treating, I'm gonna go ahead and peel pears for canning. I just find it very relaxing. So I'm sitting on my kitchen table, using up my useless newspaper flyers to catch the peels. And I have some lemon water here, cold lemon water, that I'm gonna put them in, hopefully keep them from browning up too much while I'm working on the rest of them. I'm gonna taste this. Looks perfect as far as ripeness. Oh man, very nice. You know, the pears you buy in the grocery store, they don't taste like this. First of all, they're always so hard, or it's too mushy by the time you get to them. But they never have this nice complex taste. It's been a while since I had pears. So how big do I want them? I think I'm gonna have them bite-sized. Like that? That's good. I never canned pears before. Usually we would just eat them fresh. But I feel like for winter, I would like to have some available anytime, right? And this is when the season is, end of October. And might as well keep that freshness in a jar. Oh, it's so juicy, but it's not smushy. So it's perfect. I think I got them at the right time. And the good thing about buying these from a local orchard is that they pick it every day, right? So you get the freshest, and they don't sit around. I mean, this place I went to buy these had constant traffic in and out, so I know that these are probably from today. Well, I don't want it to touch the newspaper. When you can your pears, I'm gonna have to Google it. Do you put sugary water, like simple syrup, or you just can it in plain water? I'm assuming I'm gonna make a simple syrup for my canning, even though this is very sweet, so that's fine. I'm debating whether that's really needed. I think you need that for preservation, right? So yeah, I'm gonna definitely make simple syrup and can them. And I'm just gonna can them into pints, meaning that if I open it, I'm probably gonna eat that in a couple of days. And not quarts, that's gonna last me forever. I mean, unless that's the only thing I eat all day, but it will be just for snacks. It's so juicy. I don't know if you can tell. I'm really feeling like eating these, but I'm gonna wait until it's all done and I'll eat whatever's left. How much do you pay for your pears? How much is like a pound? Is it by pound or by pieces each? I didn't care much about the price, really. I just wanted some good ones. I think I said that this is 6.5 pounds and I paid $14. And how many pears are these? Let's count it. I am on the, what am I on, the fourth one? I have 16 pears, this size, for $14. So I still have some more left, but what I'm gonna do is, because this bowl is getting full, I'm gonna go ahead and put these into jars and I'm gonna start making my simple syrup. And I'm gonna need simple syrup for my apples too, so I'm not worried about making too much. One, two, three, four, and this is 4 cups of water. So now I have 8 cups of water, 4 cups of sugar, and we just really need to dissolve it. That's the only point of cooking. And I'm gonna go get my jars, start sterilizing them, and we'll put it all together. So I ended up changing my mind about the simple syrup. I wanted to make it lighter, so I added 4 more cups of water. So now it's 1 part sugar, 3 parts water. So that's what, 25% sugar? That's still pretty sugary, but I think it's gonna help the pears to remain firm and less likely it's gonna brown. Maybe? I'm not sure. Again, I never did pears, and I'm gonna see how that goes. I did apples before, but I would think it's pretty similar. So depending on how sweet your pears are, that's how you decide how sweet you want your simple syrup to be. My jars have been sterilized in the oven for 15 minutes on 215 degrees. I'm gonna start loading the jars with the pears. Here's the rest of my pears. Okay. I just want to fill it up to the bottom of the rim. I think that will be good. And I want to put some cinnamon sticks in here as well for flavoring, so I'm just going to stick it in the middle, or wherever I can. Just a piece. It's probably too big. This size. There we go. Use the hot water for my lids. Just a little bit. Now I have to pour in the simple syrup for these. I'm just going to use a measuring cup. So my jars are hot and the syrup is hot, right? little too full. So I'm gonna have to correct that. So I'm gonna use about a 1/2 inch headspace for these guys. Yep, these are good. I'm gonna use a wooden spoon handle just to debubble, so there's no trapped air. It's probably good to pour some liquid in first before you put the pears in, to kind of displace the bubbles. But I'm okay with this right now. And we need to wipe the rims with a wet paper towel, because we don't want stickiness there to interfere with the seal. You want to also wipe the treads. Okay, like that. And we have the hot lids. They are hot. Ooh. I think I'm gonna need like 3 more jars maybe to use up all the materials, but for now I'm gonna put the rings on them, and I'm gonna start loading them into the canner. You don't want the lids on too tight. It needs to be able to escape the air in the process. I like the water to cover my jars when it's full. So as I'm putting them in, the water level rises, right? So I have about a 1/4 inch on the top right now. As I put more jars, it's gonna be even covered more. So I'm gonna turn this up again and let it boil. Although it's simmering, I want it to boil. Cover it. And I'm gonna process this, can it for 25 minutes because they're just pines. And I don't want to boil it too hard. I just want the bubbles to pop on the top. So while my pears are processing in the canner, I'm gonna work on the apples. And of course, this is a lot of apples. I'm not gonna have them all canned today. So I'm gonna selectively pick those that should be canned immediately because they're kind of going bad. And then this can be used for pie filling most likely, or just eat it just like you would eat the pears. Canned apples. So I'm gonna peel them and then cut out the bad parts. Not even rotten, they're just bruised. They're perfectly good eating. Do I want to cut these a little smaller? If I'm going to use it for apple pie, I think I should cut them a little smaller. So like this. Smells so good. Should we try this too? Come on. Very good. Of course, I have this box actually has like at least 3 different kinds. Let's see. That's not too bad. Yeah, this one has a little bit of rotting, and I wouldn't call it rotting really, it's just they're bruised. This one is bruised too, but the rest is perfect. My oven is now warmed up again for my quart jars, sterilizing those for the apples. I'm gonna be canning these into quart jars only because I figured a quart of apples will be perfect for one pie. I may also do some pints just for eating on the fly. is. It's like almost orange. I'm gonna try this one. Oh, it's definitely different from the. It's definitely different from the one I tried earlier. So compare this guy, how orangey this is, to all the other apples. Cool. Whoops. Okay, so we had processed the pears for 25 minutes. I'm gonna take them out. Looking pretty good. So now I'm gonna fill up the jars with the sliced apples, and I actually want to put some lemon juice into this mix a little bit. Put the lids in here again. Same process. I'm gonna have to go peel more apples, but I can finish these 3. Process those. Let's not forget the cinnamon sticks. I have to make some more simple syrup too. Wipe the rims. sure we debubble. It's hot. So I gotta go and peel some more apples. I'll be back when I actually take it out of the canner, and I'll talk to you about that, the process time and all that. Here are the apples in quarts. And according to the Amish canning book, I actually only have to can this for 20 minutes. I guess the apples are more porous than pears. So even the quarts only have to be canned for 20 minutes. This is the weirdest thing that never happened to me before. I heard a big boom, and what I found is that one of the lids actually blew off the jar, but the jar didn't break. So I did fish out the apples. I think those are still good, but I don't understand why and how. This thing just blew off of the jar. Did I not tighten it? I have no idea, but this thing just blew off it. Interesting. So here are my jars after they've been processed. These are the pears. And the apples are still hot. Lost one of the apple jars because the top popped off. It never happened to me before, but I was able to save the apple really because the water that I was canning in, that was clean. And I just fished it out and the jar didn't break. It's just, again, just the top popped off. I guess I just didn't thread it right. Maybe it was cross thread or something, but it did pop off in the canner. So tomorrow I'm gonna come and take these rings off. I'm gonna also wipe these off and write the date and the content on the jars and put them into storage. This one, the one that popped open, I'm gonna just put this into the refrigerator and eat it fresh. I will have to do probably another couple of batches of apples. See you next time.